Today's video is the second part of the story I started telling you. I started to tell you how I came across my manifestation journey and spirituality and how my journey unfolded. If you haven't watched the last video where I shared my story, I recommend watching that video and come back again. In today's video, I'm going to share all my mistakes and misunderstandings and hardships and difficulties I faced during my spiritual journey so that you don't make the same mistakes again. Excited for the topic? So, without further delay, let's begin. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Eternal Freedom. I am Manjuri Sengupta. I am a non dual manifestation coach and I teach manifestation through the beautiful Vedantic approach of non duality. It is indeed the easiest, quickest, and the most effortless way to manifest your desires. And today's topic is the mistakes I made during my spiritual journey. My first mistake was I was extremely over focused and determined. To be honest, being focused and determined are two excellent skills unless these are led by fear. And in my case, they were. When I was preparing for the judicial service examination, I was really focused and determined, and I used to feel guilty and blame myself from time to time for not being so focused or procrastinating. And I tried the same approach while I started my spiritual journey. I was like, I have to be perfect in my practices and I have to be very determined in doing the manifestation techniques and self awareness techniques. I tried to do things to make things happen. I thought perfect practices give perfect results. So I went to any extent to make things happen in my favor. In a group coaching container, I was the first to submit all the assignments for obvious reasons. I wanted to be the most obedient student so that my desires manifest quickly. And I can show people that if you are not determined, you cannot achieve what you want. And I used to get jealous and triggered seeing others being not so determined. I wanted to show them, prove them that uh, be like me, see how determined I am, and you will also get faster results. But when it did not happen, rather, they manifested things and I failed. I was, I started to feel extremely jealous and frustrated, depressed, and started to think that it works for everybody else, but it does not work for me. I was extremely triggered seeing that they are manifesting their desires and I am failing, even though I am a lot more hardworking than them. Another mistake I used to make or misunderstanding I had is that I thought more effort is equal to reward is equal to manifestation. So I thought the harder I will make the effort, the manifestation of my desires would come as a reward. The universe will see my hard work and it will reward me with my manifestations. I was conditioned to believe in the theory of no pain, no gain. So I thought the more effort I will make, the harder actions I will take, the the more I will try and the more I will suffer, the faster and the longer I will do the manifestation techniques, the faster the results will be. I remember our coach asked us to read some affirmations right after waking up, and I remember not talking to anybody before reading those affirmations. And our coach also suggested to listen to some affirmation tape, and that affirmation tape was 30 minutes long. And she said that you can listen to 5 to 10 minutes, uh, as much as you feel comfortable. But I made sure I listened to the entire 30 minutes every single day so that I can manifest faster and my mind can be reprogrammed faster. And while listening to the affirmations, I did not even talk to anybody as to get extremely irritated if people try to talk to me during that time. And I also did not really resonate with the affirmation tape But I used to push myself harder because I thought whether I resonate or not, I have to try harder so that my mind be finally reprogrammed. There have been some lines regarding money, uh, regarding happiness, like I am rich, or I am so effortlessly happy, or something like that, or happiness flows through my body. I could not resonate with those lines, but I used to push myself through. I was like, I used to feel resistance, but I used to ignore. I was like, no, I should not feel that way. I should not feel resistance. I should feel happy. I should feel I have to resonate with it. And if I don't resonate with these lines, I'll not be able to reprogram my mind. And no reprogramming of my mind is equal to no manifestation. So I used to think definitely that manifestation is a mind job. And I used to think that universe will definitely reward me with my manifestations because I am doing all the hard works. I'm trying hard. I'm not feeling negative. Also taking actions. And I'm sure a lot of you can resonate with these things that uh, manifestation means doing endless techniques, and no matter how you feel, you have to reprogram your subconscious mind. And tell me in the comments whether you can resonate with the topics, or if you have been through similar paths, or did you find it helpful, or it was a struggle for you, or did you get partial results and after that it became like frustrating. So just share with me about your journey too. My next misunderstanding, and it was a very big misunderstanding, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to it, is that I thought manifesting means you have to be positive all the time. So you have to always be positive. You cannot feel depressed, you cannot feel sad, you cannot feel angry or anxious. uh, there is no room for your emotions. You have to be positive, you have to be happy, and you have to show to others that you are positive and happy. So I try to be positive, focusing on all the positive things, and try to prove that I'm a very positive person, or I have become a very positive person, and try to prove to others that I have become so happy. But deep down there was sorrow, depression, anger, irritation, frustration. But I thought that I cannot pay attention to those. I cannot focus on those, because if I focus on the negative will manifest. And if I focus on the positive, positive will come to me. Positive attracts positive, and negative attracts negative. So I have to be the most positive person I can be. From time to time, I also used to feel that manifestation does not work and it's all bullshit. So I have to do all the hard work. Well, this does not mean I'm saying that you don't have to take any action if you want to manifest something. Of course, you have to take actions, but the actions should not come from a deep feeling of lack and separation, from impatience, from hurry, from desperation. But from time to time, I used to feel that it does not work this way. So I have to take real actions, not doing techniques only. I have to take real actions. And of course, this taking actions has helped me until I start to feel stressed again, exhausted again, depressed again. And I thought no matter what I feel, I have to keep taking actions if I really want to manifest my desires. So I used to focus on doing and of course not being. And all my actions would come from lack, fear, and a feeling of separation. The next misunderstanding was that I have to be grateful. Well, being grateful has really helped me. Uh, when I started doing gratitude practices, I really used to feel good, and focusing on the bright side of life, or focusing on uh, what I have rather than what I lack has really helped me in my mental well being. But to be honest, it was also a very level feel good thing. What I used to feel doing these gratitude practices is that I have to be grateful and I have to focus on the bright side of life. And if I focus on the bright side and thank universe for what I have, universe will bring more of such things, more reasons for me to be grateful and happy. While it's true to some extent, but it's not about doing this mindset work and reprogramming your mind to feel grateful. I used to think that, okay, I cannot feel lack. I cannot feel that I don't have enough. And I should be happy with what I have. I should be happy for having a roof over my head and food on my plate. Well, it's true. Of course, I'm lucky to have roof over my head and food on my plate. But this does not mean that I have to settle with the bare minimum. This does not mean I cannot want more or desire more. This does not mean I have to think positive to ignore my pain, and I have to think that I am lucky than others and others are suffering and I'm not suffering to their level. So I have to be grateful and should not feel lack. Gratitude has definitely helped me, but it did not help with the core feeling of lack and separation within my heart. And you cannot positive think or feel gratitude enough to remove this core feeling of separation and lack. The next misunderstanding is that I thought I have to heal myself in order to manifest my desires. Healing, similar to gratitude, has helped me a lot. I know a lot of you practice healing, shadow work, inner child healing, childhood conditioning, trauma responses, and these are all wonderful tools to understand yourself and create awareness on your personality. These definitely help to some extent in some difficult times. But this is just a stepping stone in fully realizing your true nature. And these healings also should not be combined with a feeling that you lack something or you have a problem or you have to change yourself, heal yourself, correct yourself so that you can finally experience what you want. I used to feel like that. I used to feel that, okay, I have some problem. I need to heal myself. I need to correct myself. I need to change myself. There is something wrong with me, and that's why I cannot manifest, or that's why I am suffering so much. That's why I cannot feel happy, uh, and others are so happy. Healing should not be combined with this feeling that I have to heal myself until and unless I am completely cured or healed. I thought I have these limiting beliefs. I am not receptive enough. So I have to heal these conditions. I have to heal these stories and traumas so that I can finally be receptive and finally receive my manifestations. But these are so not true. You don't have to heal yourself for lifelong. You don't have to heal yourself unless and until you be finally ready to receive your manifestations or you finally be the epitome of a healed person or be finally enlightened or finally cured or finally okay or I don't know finally improved. This is not true. You don't lack anything. You have no trauma. I mean, yes, you have, but that's not the real you. The one who faces trauma or who is identified with the traumas. I understand. I have been through that too, but that's not the real you. You can disidentify from that false belief of a separate self. So you don't need to correct yourself to manifest your desires. Another thing that I used to feel is that techniques have the power. Well, yes, of course, because I used to practice techniques so dedicatedly. Whatever technique I tried, be it affirmation or visualization or healing techniques or imagination, journaling, whatever it be, I thought if I do the techniques correctly, I will be finally able to manifest my desire. And I thought this technique works, but that technique that does not work. So I have to find out the perfect technique for me. Nope, that's not true. Techniques have no power. You are the powerhouse. The next one is that I used to think manifestation is magic. I used to think that universe is separate from me and manifestation is some magical stuff and I have no connection with it. It's like somehow trying to learn how to do it and somehow learning the tips and tricks and making it happen for me. So sometimes I used to feel that only doing techniques would be alone enough to manifest my desires. And once you learn the tactics behind it, you can create whatever you want to create. And some other times I used to feel that this is bullshit, this does not happen, and I have to work hard. Well, neither of it is true, and I understood that a lot later. Then I learned to manifest through being present. Well, it was a little bit better path than the previous paths, but I thought that I have to be thoughtless. I cannot, previously, I used to think that I cannot have negative thoughts. Then I started to feel that I have to be thoughtless and I cannot allow thoughts to come in, and I have to always be silent in my mind. And if any thought come, I have to catch that thought and uh, let it go at that time, at the very time of its arrival. And I have to be present all the time, like thoughtless all the time, silent all the time, and then I will feel peaceful. Being peaceful means connected to my true nature, and by doing that I will be able to manifest my desires effortlessly. That's also a mistaken understanding. You don't have to be thoughtless. You don't have to silent all your thoughts. Thoughts are always welcome. You don't have to be present all the time and not engage in activities or conversations or not pay attention to your thoughts or feelings or sensations. That's not true. The last but not the least of my learnings is that I thought manifestation is a process through which we make our desires come true in our life. But manifestation is not that. Manifestation is the expression of divine consciousness in this three-dimensional world. And if you want to learn about manifestation, like what is manifestation, you can refer to my video titled the same. If you liked watching today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Do share your thoughts in the comments if you could resonate with all the misunderstandings and mistakes I have been through my manifestation journey. And if you want to know my key takeaways from this journey and how did I finally manifest my desires, if you want to know that, then stay tuned because I'm very soon coming with the third part of this series. By the time, please share your experience, your learnings regarding manifestation. And if you are someone who has understood that manifestation is not about materializing your desires, rather, it's much bigger than that. It's about finding your inner truth, inner peace, inner happiness, and inner fulfillment. And if you want to live a life like that and learn more about all these things, then don't forget to connect with me through Facebook or Instagram, and the links are in the description below. If you are interested in a one on one free discovery call with me, or if you are looking for one on one coaching service, then DM me or comment below and I will get back to you. Share this video with your friends who are interested in this topic. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. Bye bye.